Hello, how are you doing? Hello, everybody. It's your girl PC. I hope you had a beautiful day. I want to especially welcome you to today's edition of PC Talk It. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say thank you so much for coming back. And if today's the first time you're seeing me on the screen, I want to say thank you also for coming. Please go ahead and go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and share with your families and your friends, because on PC Talk It, we focus on things that pertain to our families, everybody in the families, our kids, our husbands, our wives. On PC Talk It, we specialize in relationship tips, in marriage tips, and how to make ourselves better versions of ourselves, for us to enjoy ourselves and for our partners to also enjoy us, enjoy our marriage and enjoy our relationship. So as you already know what the topic of today is, today we're going to be talking about the love bank. Yes, the love bank. What is a love bank? I'm sure if you're 18 years and above, you probably have a bank account where you go and bank your money, save your money for something, so that when you are in need, you can go there and withdraw your money for rainy days or for something, for a particular project, or maybe because you don't want people to like steal your money and things like that. So if you're 18 years and above, I'm sure you know what a bank is. Even though you're not 18 years, I know you know what a bank is, and you know the process of going to the bank to save your money. Same thing with love, but yet so many people don't know that they are supposed to have a love bank. Yes, they are supposed to have a love bank. What is a love bank? Typically, I'm going to like try to explain it in my words so that you can just probably understand what I'm saying. Yes. Love bank. What is a love bank? I classify a love bank as things that you do, a situation, or because now it's not going to be a place, but they are a love bank in a relationship is things that you do or things that you store for rainy days or for times that you need them the most. So just like you go to the bank and save your money, you can actually store love and save love, so that when it's time, when it looks like it's gonna be rough, when it looks like all is not well, you can actually go to the love bank and withdraw some love and then make use of it. You understand what I mean? Yes. So let's go ahead. A love bank, but now you cannot love someone except you love yourself. Loving starts with you. Yes, loving starts with you. You can't love somebody, you can't commit to somebody if you don't commit to yourself. And like I used to do, I'm going to go ahead and look into my books, because I attended a conference. Like I told you the last time, I attend conferences, marriage seminars, and events like that, so that I'll be able to come and give you quality content for your data and for your time, because I'm not about to waste your time for anything. So before you go and love somebody, honey, you have to make sure you love yourself enough. The reason why we are in so much distress as a society, the reason why so many marriages fail, the reason why so many relationships fail, is because people do not love themselves. People do not appreciate themselves. People do not show themselves love. They don't know what self-love is. If you are able to show yourself love, then you are able to show the next person love. You're able to show your husband some love. You're able to show your wife some love. You're able to show your kids some love. You're even able to show your siblings, your friends, and everybody around you some love. But if you don't love yourself enough, you won't be able to love others. It is garbage in, garbage out. What's inside controls what is outside. Yes, life is spiritual. If you have enough love bedded inside of you, you will be able to give love back. So it starts with you. If your relationship is not working, if your marriage is not working, this is not the time to point accusing fingers and start trying to find out who's responsible. Start with yourself. If you want a man to love you, you have to learn to love yourself. If you want a woman to love you, you have to learn to love yourself. If you want your kids to love you, you have to learn to love yourself. It all starts with yourself. Now, today I'm going to share some tips on how to really what to do to store love, like how to go about the love bank. And like I said, it starts with you. So there are two categories. One is you loving yourself, and then one is the other is you loving your partner. So how do I love myself? Yes, you can say, PC, I love myself. Yes, I love myself. I take care of myself. I do that. Yes, I know so many people you do, but today I want you to consciously do those things because you are investing in love. I want you to consciously love yourself because you want to give back to the society, because you want to give back to your relationship, because you want to give back to your marriage. I want you to do those things. If you say, oh, I've been taking care of myself, I've been loving myself, now I want you to restructure your mind. I want you to re-strategize. Do it for yourself, and know that as you do it for yourself, you're doing it for others. How to love yourself. Sometimes talk to yourself. Do you really talk to yourself? Now, so many people think that when you talk to yourself is a sign of mental issue. Just imagine you just sitting down there and talking to yourself. PC, you're the righteousness of God in Christ Jesus. You are self-made. You are all that you need to be successful in life. All of God is inside of you. PC, you're beautiful. You are intelligent. You're smart. You know, somebody that is walking by can actually see you talking to yourself and say, oh, is this guy hallucinating? Is this person hallucinating? Is this person must be having mental issues? No. Sometimes you have to pause. Listen to yourself. Learn to listen. In the place of listening is where you get answers. If you don't listen to your inner self, there is a you and there is a you in you. So you have to learn to listen to the inner you, the you that is at peace with the you. Learn to listen. Learn to be quiet. Learn to have a quiet time with yourself. That is a quality of your personality. If you don't listen to yourself, you won't be able to hear yourself. Sometimes you have to talk to yourself and then talk with yourself. It's an art of self-love. If you haven't been doing it, start practicing it. Sometimes take out a seat, sit down and practice talking section. Talk to yourself, advise yourself, listen to yourself, evaluate yourself, and ask yourself, what am I doing? How am I doing? And what is the next step? That is one way to love yourself, because if you don't do that, you won't be able to reconcile where you're succeeding and where you're failing. Number 2, how to take care of yourself. Oh my honey, you have to breathe. Yes, breathe. Breathing section. Have a breathing section. Have a breathing exercise. Learn to clear your mind, like breathe in, breathe out. Learn to clear your mind. Learn to listen, because when you breathe in and breathe out, it clears your mind, it clears your heart, it clears your lung, it expands the lung and give you a good blood flow. And when you do that, when there's a good blood flow, it affects your reasoning, it affects your thinking abilities, it affects your brain to function well. Just imagine when somebody is ranting at you or ranting on your face, and like maybe let's say your husband or your wife is there, and you remember what PC is telling you today, and you just close your eyes and you just breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe, and then before you know, you are calm. That is one of the things that breathing does for you. And you see that when you breathe, there's a good blood flow. There's a good blood flow, and your brains and your blood vessels are open, your lungs are open, your heart is able to pump well. That is self-love. If you don't do that, you have to learn to do that. That is an art of self-love, and that's how to show yourself that you love yourself. I already talked about you having a quiet time. Have a quiet time. One is having a quiet time with yourself. The other is having a quiet time with God. Have a quiet time with your maker. It's not every time we're rushing, we are always rushing out, and sometimes you have to like be by yourself. Don't tell me, oh PC, you know I have to work a 12-hour shift, you know I have to do this, you know I have to do that. In all of those busy schedule with your kids, with your husband, you're a working class mom, you go to work, you come back, you cook, you clean the house, you take care of the kids, you do all of those things. My dear, you have to look for time to have a me section. Have a me section, because you know what? The world is going to move on when you break down. So you have to try to have a me section. Yes, try to have a me section. I've talked about talking to yourself and having a me time. Learn to have a me time. Sometimes learn to take yourself out. There's no rule that says you ladies you cannot take yourself out. Who said so? Father. You have to learn how to take yourself out. Just dress up, look good, put some makeup, wear some sweet fragrance, some perfume. Look your best. Even though you have a husband, sometimes you have to like literally take yourself out, go to a restaurant, order good food, and eat. Order a good wine and take a good wine and relax yourself. That's how you show yourself love. You know why? If you do these things to yourself, it will circle back for you to be able to do it to others. Number 3, or number, I don't know what number it is, but let's move on. Another point is learn to give yourself a gift. Auntie, when last did you gift yourself a gift? Not just, okay, some of us, we buy things because we need them. Yes, it's good. Okay, you oh, I need that cloth, I need to buy it. I need a bag, I need to buy it. I need the shoe, I need to buy it. Oh, I need this hair, I need to get it. So you go and buy the things that you need, right? That's a good form of saving. Yeah, that's good. But there are times that you consciously have to gift yourself a gift. You know, tell yourself, oh God, I've been working so hard. I'm a working mom. I'm a pastor. I have kids. I'm a working class mom. I do this, I do that. These are the things that I've achieved. These are the things that I've done for my family. I'm putting effort in my relationship, in my marriage. Sometimes you have to like consciously plan to gift yourself something. Not the one your husband is giving you, or not the one your wife is giving you. You plan to gift yourself something. And when you gift yourself that thing, tell yourself, well done, Caris, this thing you did, that is why you're getting this gift. Just like your kid, when they're of good behavior, like my kids, when they're of good behavior, I reward them. I'm like, okay, Kayla, you've done something good today. Kisha, you've done something good today. Mommy has a surprise for you. And then I buy something, or I give them something. It can be candy, it can be anything, but once I give it to them, they are so excited, they are so happy. And when they remember the gifts that they got for the things that they did, they'll be able to do more. Do you think it's different with you? Do you think it's different? No, it's not different. When you consciously buy some things for yourself, when you consciously gift yourself something, it will encourage you to be more hardworking, to do something more productive, so that you yourself, you will remind yourself, you know, I got that Louis Vuitton shoe because I was able to do this. So that I'm gonna do more to get this Louis Vuitton bag or this Chanel bag and all of those things. Consciously gift yourself something and plan it. Save good money. Let it be something something worth it. It mustn't be very expensive. I mean, if you cannot afford something very expensive, start from your level. Start from where you are, but consciously gift yourself something. And one of the things that people don't do, yes, people don't do it, but it's very important. When last did you say thank you to yourself? I'm pausing because I want you to remember. I want you to think about it. When last did you really say thank you to yourself? We all work hard. We all are jumping from one job to another. We are crazy about bills and trying to meet up, trying to impress people. And we want people to tell us, oh, thank you for what you're doing. You want your husband to thank you, right? You want your wife to thank you, right? You want your kids to thank you. You want somebody else to appreciate you. Did you appreciate yourself? For the house that you bought, did you appreciate yourself? For the car that you bought, did you appreciate yourself? For the business that you started, did you appreciate yourself? For cleaning the house, for cooking, for taking care of the kids, always doing extra things to make this life easy. Have you sat down one day and say, thank you, PC, thank you, Janet, thank you, John, thank you, Steven, thank you, Adams, thank you, Sandra, for the things that you're doing? I appreciate you. You don't do it. We don't do it. We are so busy. We are so busy wanting our husbands to say thank you. We're so busy wanting our wives to say thank you. You're so busy trying for others to notice what you have done, but you're too busy and you forget to thank the one person that made it happen. Thank the one person that was courageous enough to make it happen. which is who? Yourself. You don't thank yourself, you don't appreciate yourself. How do you want others to appreciate you? How do you want others to see value in you? How do you want others to thank you for the things you've done? What you do for yourself, people will do for you. I want you to take that